My name is Matt, I'm the Viking Biker.
My name's Karina, I'm Freebird Moto.
And together we're starting a series called
Coffee Shop Talks.
Boom! Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Shop Talks, and today our guest is Swanee from the Bike Shoot.
Swanee's going to talk to us all about Bike Shoot and how some of these plans are developing now into Bike Collective. And then Matt,
I'm going to do a profile on Swanee's custom Triumph bobber and talk to him a little bit about what got him into riding and what riding means to him.
Cool, let's get the coffees on, guys.
So Swanee, tell us a little bit more about what got you into riding.
I've always kind of just tinkered around with cars and always just sort of looked at bikes. Yeah,
From
at a
afar.
distance, exactly. But I was lucky enough to have an amount of time off of work a couple of years back. I took a few months out of work, and in that few months I was trying to figure out what I'd like to do. What would I like to do? Every year I try and set myself a challenge. Some years I've done a Tough Mudder, some years I've done half a marathon. Very bad ideas, both of them. And then this time I thought, well, so I'm going to get my licence. So back in 2017, I started thinking how to do it. And obviously knowing Karina and Graham, I saw these guys do it, so I thought I'll just give it a go. And then got into a CBT, did all of that, and then started looking at bikes and kind of just fell in love with bikes. I mean, still love cars, but I still...
But you did have to sell your car, didn't you?
I did have to sell my car, and I love my car, but I've now got the bobber, and I'm kind of putting all my love and attention into that now.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't quite manage to get him on a Harley though.
There's always room in the garage for something else.
As soon as you started looking at the bobber, we were desperately trying to just try the 48 first, but
You know me, I like to be different. I like to do things
you're just trying to make it look like a Harley.
It sounds like a Harley.
Sounds like a Harley. It sounds more like a Harley than mine. Harley. So where are we how did that bring us to where we are now? I can't believe that was 2 years ago, actually.
I know, it's gone really quick. So when I passed, I said to my other half, I probably won't get a bike. I just wanted to do it just for the sake of getting my test passed. And then I think within about 3 days I'd sold my car and I bought the bike. So from there I've been slowly modifying it, tweaking it.
Slowly?
Slowly. Okay. In 18 months it's had a pretty big overhaul, yeah.
Yeah, there's not another bobber out there like it.
Hopefully not. If there is, I'm going to be having words with Josh at Signature Fabrications.
Just sending that message straight down the camera.
Straight to Josh.
Talking to him.
Watching you, yeah. So what does the future hold for Bike Shoot?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of sort of test and learn, and we've understood that taking things out on the road is quite a good thing. So we did a shoot with Karina and All About Holly last year. So we did an all sort of female ride out, which was fantastic. I mean, that's something that I've got a big passion. I think it's all about being inclusive and it's I suppose that stems from from me being a bit younger and always felt like a bit of an outsider, which I probably didn't help myself, having long hair and wearing leather trousers.
We do. Can someone make that wizardry happen? We can flash that out of the long hair.
No photo evidence, guys. I'm sorry. But yes, I suppose from an early age, I was always a big fan of inclusivity. You know, everyone sort of having been on a level playing field. And when it came to riding, it is very much a male-dominated sort of world.
Yeah.
It's getting better. It's getting a lot better. Yeah. But you know, for me, it actually transcends the man and female. I think it just be inclusive of everyone, no matter what you ride. There's a lovely I always think it's a state of mind where when I've sort of ridden up to a Triumph or a Harley dealership or a cafe, and there are other people there on bikes, you just gravitate to one another.
It's a leveller.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a commonality.
Exactly.
I broke down, didn't I, recently, and they just...
He doesn't mean mentally.
I did break down mentally,
there's that, but we'll talk about that later.
Two people just randomly stopped, like trying to help me sort my bike out.
But yeah, there's just something really nice about it, and that kind of... getting back to your question, that kind of took me into a world of, okay, so this is going to be bike shoot, then I was thinking that's going to be bike shoot, and then I started thinking there could be another element to bike shoot as well, which I will tell you a bit more about later.
Okay, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We're going to wrap this little section up now, and then Matt's going to take you outside. Not round the back. That's for later. Have a little look around the bobber. Talk about boys shit, I don't know.
Cool.
Mods and stuff.
And before we wrap up, we're just going to give you a bit of an in-depth probing.
Okay.
Yes. The probing, that's what. The probing element. So I like to talk to people a little bit more about them. As riders still, as bikers, but a little bit more about that feeling of riding, why you ride. So we talked a bit more about maybe some of the feelings behind bike shoot and the inclusivity.
Yeah.
But why is that so important to you?
I suppose I touched on it a little bit earlier. Being younger, as you know, we all were back in the day, probably a bit more insecure, wanting to fit in. Wanting to be liked and be popular. I think being someone who wasn't any of those when I was younger,
really?
you kind of have this desire to kind of want to celebrate that when you get a bit older. You know, you almost want to tell yourself back then that it's actually better not to be one of the crowd, to stand up for yourself in a way whereby, you know, celebrating your differences. And I suppose for me, when I was younger, I was bullied a lot when I was a kid, and I think that's kind of made me the person I am now. I want to, just make everyone feel like they belong. I suppose, you know.
You're all in. There's no hierarchy.
Yeah, and that's getting a bit deep, but I suppose that's where it stems from. I want people to feel happy, feel included, and I think that the biking world is perfect for that.
It's funny that you say that, because having obviously only met you as an adult, I'd never have said that about you.
For me, let's put it this way, there are very few people in this world that I dislike. I don't think that there are, there are people out there who, might, grind your gears a little bit, but ultimately there's a reason for that. They've got their own issues. I just like to think that, I like to think the best of people, and I suppose that does make me come across as being quite positive and upbeat. Not like that all the time. I can be a grumpy git sometimes as well, but I think that I judge people how they are at that moment in time. I very much treat people how I want to be treated myself, regardless of who you are or your background. So I suppose I do want to make people feel comfortable or feel included or feel part of something.
Do you think that's... I just find that really interesting. I think that's strength of character. Do you think that's built that strength of character? Do you see it as a strength?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. When I was younger, I was very overweight. I had to wear horrific headgear braces. So
I had headgear.
Yeah, headgear.
No.
And
It's just mean to do to a
and
child.
then-
There's got to be a better way than doing that. It's horrible.
And then to top it all off, when I was in middle school, I was told that I was dyslexic, so I had to go into a special needs class. So I had quite a few reasons for people to want to sort of pick on me and for me to be standing
But
out.
you're not
from the crowd.
dyslexic, are you?
No, I was eventually told that I wasn't dyslexic after about 4 years and told that I was very lazy.
Oh, better.
So at least I could have blamed it on something.
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, I was
Wow.
at school. I was very much about drawing, making stuff, being creative, and sports. And funny enough, when I found sport, that was when I lost a load of weight, and that was when things turned around for me. But it allows me a different perspective on people and judging people. You should never judge a book by its cover.
So, riding for you and the feeling, we've talked a little bit about the inclusivity side of it professionally, I guess, and for Bike Shoot. How does it help you as a person? Matt and I are quite open about our own mental health. I'm not going to say issue, just mental health, healthy or otherwise. How does it help you? You've got a lot going on right now, which I guess it's just the kind of person you are, but you're a new dad, you've got new ventures happening, you're very busy, you're sleeping 2 hours a night. You managed to spare some time today, but how does that, I know a lot of the time you said, I just need to get out today.
Yeah, I think for me it's a little bit of a reset button. So, you can get on your bike, you can put some music on in your lid if you want, or you can just literally just listen to the road noise or the sound of the pipes. For me, it's just saying goodbye to the stuff that's going on over there, just for it can be for 20 minutes or it can be for an hour or 4 hours. Just being able to get out, and this is going to sound very, very samey, get out on the open road, winding your hair, although obviously not if you're wearing a lid, which we always do, guys, obviously.
Safety first.
Exactly. But it's just a matter of switching off from reality just for a moment or two. And not that reality you need to switch off, but every now and again you do need to reset.
The headspace.
You need to sort of press a button and just go, right, I need to do what that guy's doing and just get out on your bike.
The flip side to all creativity and the ideas flying around all the time, which obviously I suppose you would say that's your drive, that's your motivation. There's all this constant. Is there a flip side to that? Do you have like moments of procrastination? I don't know if that's
every single day. Every single day. So I find it's very easy to think of the ideas,
right.
But then actually actioning them, it's kind of understanding what takes priority, what you need to do. And of course now I've got my son, it's difficult to kind of take time out away from him and my wife to actually get these ideas going. But ultimately what I would love, and what we would all love, is to be able to make a living doing something that you love. And then being a creative person, I've been in advertising as a creative now for 20 plus years, so for me that's always going to be part of me, my makeup. I mean, to give you an example, I'll be feeding Leo at 3 a.m. and I'll be holding him, feeding him, and I'll get an idea, and it'll just be like, oh wow, okay.
Did you write it on the baby?
And only once. But I'll get an idea, and then the next day I'll be like, what can I do with this? And then problem is I kind of stockpile these ideas,
right.
And then to your point about procrastination, I kind of think, right, I'll do that next, or I'll do that next, and actually what I need to do is finish the things first.
Get one of them done. Which
is a little bit why Bike Shoot kind of is a little bit like this.
But that's not a bad thing, I don't think necessarily.
It's getting to a much better place than when we started. It's the offering is far more succinct. It's far more targeted to what I want to do with Bike Collective. So it's yes, there is an issue with trying to do too much. So at the moment I still need to sort of rein myself in and go, right, you've got 24 ideas, you've got time to probably do 1 or 2 of them really well.
Yeah,
so
the ones you're really pumped about.
Exactly.
If you could wedgie any historical character.
Gandhi. I'd go straight for Gandhi because no one would expect it.
Wow!
Yeah. I mean, I respect the man, but I mean...
Is that how you show your respect?
No, I mean, I just think
that
Gandhi! He'd be up for a laugh.
Does he wear pants, though?
No, that's interesting.
That's the question.
That's interesting.
Does Gandhi wear pants? Let's just leave it there. Viewers, Google that.
I'm going to go and contemplate that.
Go and have a little think.
Does Gandhi wear pants?
Sorry, we're done. How do you feel?
A little bit emotional.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like I've been on the couch for like an hour talking about my feelings, and I'm too
We're
British.
going to go for a ride soon. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Thank you for coming.
Do I go now?
Well, you can stay with us for a bit longer.
Oh, right.
So Matt's going to go over the bike with you and everything. So my bit with you's done. The probing is over.
Do I get a donut now? I was promised donuts.
Maybe. We'll see how you go with the profiling. But that sounds weird too. That's worse than probing.
Yeah, sounds like I'm some sort of register.
Well done. We're out.
Thank you. I'm a little bit worried now. I said I wanted donuts. Is it one of those things where I've got to eat it and not lick my lips?
It is.
Right.
But there's a little twist.
What are they filled with?
That's not the twist. They're not horrible. They're just normal jammy donuts.
Oh, good.
But we want to do that, and we want to see how many you can eat as well.
How many?
Yeah, like a challenge.
So,
like probably chug the donut.
Fuck.
No.
Welcome to your nightmare, Swanjamin.
Oh man. Swanjamin, that's like
Swanjamin.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, we're going to do Swanjamin bike shoot.
Oh, 60 seconds to eat as many as you can.
60 seconds? Oh. Okay.
I want to see full on. You need to go for this.
I'm going to get jam all down myself, aren't I?
Do you want an apron?
No, that's alright. I'll use my hand.
Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Deep breath. If you haven't had any food, you'll be fine.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well, if it was, can you just eat
got
it?
one done.
One down.
I can't talk. Oh my god.
It like here.
Yeah.
Really? It wasn't that sugary. It's done well.
Keep going.
And I'm done.
We can ease into that now.
Slip it in.
You like nip. Scratch the creepiness off me. It's him and his narsinger. I need a wash. Tune in or tune out, we don't care. Scroll on, motherfuckers.
They don't deserve to watch this content, this amazing content.
What's going on my nose?
It's really easy to get a decent shot, and if not, we're doing it, get a brilliant shot. But if you get it in the studio,
it's not easy, Swanee.
Well,
you just make
I say it's easy because I asked somebody else to do it for me.
Just makes it look easy.
You're like, how long it takes to edit them photos when you for Insta?
Got to pick a filter.
Well, a bird. But bird's a word. Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a word. Well, a bird. But bird's a word. Well, a bird. But bird's a word. Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a word.